Hi, Student A. I wanted to say thank you so much for your writing sample. It was great to read, and I wanted to give you some feedback on how to make it even better so that you can get your points on it when you submit it for your final draft. Okay, so make sure that if you have any questions anytime, if you struggle with reading, um, you can go to this link right here and copy and paste the text from any of your online books or any feedback I give you, and it will read it out loud to you. But I'm going to go over my feedback with you at this time. But in the future, if you need additional feedback, or if you want to watch this video again, you can follow this link right here to watch this video again. So we've got some helpful links at the bottom. I want to thank you for submitting your writing sample, and you did a great job of identifying a place where you'd like to most travel off. You're off to a great start. So please make sure to start a new paragraph every time you change subjects, change locations, or someone starts talking. So when you start a new paragraph, that's what this looks like. So anytime you start a new subject, you're going to want to press the space bar about 5 times at the start of any paragraph, or you can press that tab button and tab your way in. Okay? For this essay assignment, we are doing a 5-paragraph essay. So we're going to have 5 paragraphs at the end of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, much like we have here. Okay? So make sure that each of your paragraphs have between 3 to 6 sentences in them. Okay? So for your thesis statement, that's going to be the statement that talks about what you're going to be covering for the rest of the essay. And it should come in that introduction, that first paragraph. And you did a great job of crafting that successful hook and bridge, and you just need to send the message home with crafting a concrete thesis statement. We also want to let the readers know what to expect in upcoming paragraphs by introducing those ideas here in the beginning as well. So here's an example of how you can do your introduction paragraph successfully. I would like to take a trip all around the world to visit lots of different lands. There are many places I'd like to see, like Italy and China, but the place I'd like to visit most is Scotland. The reasons I'd like to visit Scotland are because my ancestors are from there. There are many historical places to explore, and there are lots of mysteries surrounding the ancient buildings. Okay, so that's 3 different ideas. So each one of those ideas is going to get its own paragraph. So each one of those ideas will expand on in at least 3 sentences. So from there, we'll dedicate one body paragraph to exploring your heritage, the second body paragraph to exploring historical buildings, and the third body paragraph to exploring some mysterious stories coming out of Scotland. So please remember to move each paragraph inward a little bit. So start the beginning of each paragraph is going to look like that. It's going to have those 5 spaces at the beginning. Okay? After you're done with those 4 paragraphs, we'll craft one more paragraph, the conclusion, that wraps up everything you've explained in that introduction paragraph, only using different words. It was interesting to hear about Karen's family because everyone's heritage is important and deserves respectful recognition. And I'm going to have to talk with our classmates about that. But we would keep that information for a different essay. So we're not going to be talking about Karen or her heritage in this essay. In this essay, we're only talking about Scotland, and more specifically how you have Scottish ancestors, the historical buildings you'd like to visit while you're there, and how the mystery surrounding some of those buildings make Scotland the place you'd like to visit most in the whole world. Okay? So please incorporate those above mentioned suggestions and finish crafting your 4 other paragraphs and resubmit your essay for that final grade. We'll review it again and we'll have another opportunity to go back over it and polish it up once or twice more. Okay? Please make sure to view the attached rubric again and see what specific categories you'll be graded on as well. So let's take a look at the rubric right here. In order for us to get full credit, we're going to want to insightfully address all the aspects of the prompt. Okay, introducing topics with sophisticated thesis statement. So that thesis statement is that idea. Where do we want to visit most in the world? So that's naming the country you'd like to visit, which is Scotland. So you want to have that clear thesis statement and that introduces that topic and that strong conclusion. Remember, that conclusion sentence is going to be 3 to 5 sentences that look a lot like the introduction paragraph, you're going to paraphrase it, rephrase it in a different way. You're going to give at least 3 reasons why you want to visit that country and explain those in their body paragraphs. And you want to have, you want to have complete sentences. You did a good job mostly with those complete sentences. Just make sure every sentence has its own complete thought in it. Okay? So you want to write well-developed paragraphs with topic sentences and include transitions between your ideas. And so just keep up with the grammar, the spelling, the punctuation, and capitalization. Okay, so you want to introduce your topic skillfully and preview ideas to follow. Thoroughly develop your topic with meaningful, detailed examples. Provide meaningful conclusion that follows the form and supports information presented. And skillfully develop topic using relevant, well-chosen facts and concrete details. Academic and domain-specific vocabulary. So you're going to be writing using, putting your professional voice into the writing. Clearly appropriate for the purpose. Use powerful, expressive, and varied sentence structure. And make sure that you are spell checking, because I noticed that you have some words underlined here. For instance, remember we have to capitalize Scotland because it's a proper noun, and ancestors is spelled. There's a couple words like mysteries and ghost and ancestors that I'd like you to look up in the dictionary, how those are spelled. Okay, so that's basically it. Please make those changes. Go back to the written feedback that I've submit for you, make those changes associated with that, and then if you can go through and do your self-editing once more for 5 extra credit points to see if you have made those changes on there, if you have followed all of the pieces of advice given, the feedback that I've given to you. And I have this color coordinated here because I want you to know that this is going to be your first body paragraph. So you'll start talking about your heritage. Your second body paragraph will explore the historical buildings there. And your third body paragraph is going to talk about some of those mysterious stories coming out of the buildings in Scotland. Okay, so some of those haunted buildings, things like that. But your whole point is everything that you talk about in your supporting paragraphs is going to turn back around and follow through with, this is why I want to visit Scotland more than any other place in the world. So that's what you are convincing us of throughout the whole 5 paragraphs there. Okay, and it's for those 3 reasons in these different colors. So you don't have to put them in these different colors when you do them in your essay, but just keep in mind, and just make sure that we're making sure that we have listed those reasons clearly in our introduction paragraph so that people know what to expect in our upcoming essay. Keep up the good work, and as always, you can reach out to me via email with any questions at any time, and I look forward to seeing your revised essay. And as you know, on the 12th, we will be submitting our next draft and going over those and getting feedback by that on the 14th. Thanks, and keep up the good work.